We open up with Kelly beating up Shane. Are you Team Gina or Team Kelly? Tune in now.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Get the F out.
How about you? Get out. Get out. Get out of my party. If you're going to act like that, get out.
You're a dork.
Yes, I am. It is Monday night. Welcome to AfterBuzz's Real Housewives of Orange County After Show for AfterBuzz TV. We're here. I'm your host, Hollywood Leon. I'm wearing a Mariah Carey t-shirt. So obviously the queen is playing Get Out. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, play us in Mariah and play us out.
Come on, honey.
Speaking of crazy women, we open up with Kelly beating up Shane. We have a full panel to talk about it. We have news and gossip. We're going to talk about your tweets, so make sure to tweet us. We're going to be very active on Instagram now, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and follow us on Instagram. Follow us on all the things. Let me introduce you my full panel for tonight. Mayte.
Mayte. Hey guys, I'm Mayte Carrillo.
Hey guys, I'm Thomas Serlina. Follow me everywhere at Thomas Serlina.
And I'm Hayley Clover. You can follow me at Hayley Clover.
Well, I wasn't here last week.
You were missed last week.
Thomas was stuck in traffic.
Yes, but we are here and we are back.
I was stuck in Vegas. I lost my keys. I turned into Dorinda. It was fun.
Oh my God, that's so LA of both of you.
It was.
All I got was this shirt, and it's fine.
I
That's
love
cute.
it. This material is very
Thank
shiny.
you.
Come
Oh
on,
my
Mariah
God, what is
merch.
it, 100% cotton?
Mariah merch made by
Mariah Tour merch.
made by some 9-year-old in a foreign country.
Oh my God, no.
I'm just kidding.
Hope not.
So I wasn't here last week, but I was tweeting, I was watching, and I couldn't actually live tweet while everything was happening. All I could spit out was, I like Shane.
You do like Shane.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
And he did push a button in Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't care, though. And that's actually, like, the perfect kind of attitude. Like, when he came out of it, he was like, guys, I don't care. And there's nothing more infuriating to someone petty that you don't care. Like, to know that you're
to
not
your
getting
point,
through.
That's
Oh.
true.
To your point with him not caring, that's fine. But if he starts complaining about drama on the show, then that's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're subjecting yourself by opening up your mouth and being part of the conversation.
He totally pushed a button. We're going to really, really get into it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to give it any light. But that's not how these shows work.
That's
And
true.
You
I don't
find
know-
the light and you gaslight.
Yeah, before we really get into him, I want to talk about Kelly. I don't really like the way she acted. I don't really like the way she said, hit me. I feel like she was very antagonizing right away. I feel like two wrongs don't make a right. But when someone goes off the deep end, you could step back and then make that other person look really bad by not doing anything else. But instead, I feel like she went a little bit ghetto with the whole hit me thing. It's
She
a little,
wanted it, yeah.
She
you know what I
wanted
mean?
it.
She wanted it. She
She
really
totally,
wanted that
and she was
lawsuit.
drunk.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Go ahead, guys.
Well, I mean,
Or, yeah.
sorry, I'm going to jump in here, so she does mention that she's only had one drink when Shane tells her that she's drunk. She said, what are you talking about? This is my first drink. Do we believe that?
I
No.
don't. No. This is the same Kelly that, said the C word, has gone off the rails. This is when she gets to drinking, and I don't know how she's been on for 2 seasons, and no one really addresses that.
Yeah, talk about a good Bravo montage. They hit her with all the bad things that she said. Right
So
after she said
good.
that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. By all means, go off the rails. You're on a reality show. But we just never have... Andy has never really talked to her about that. Like, are you lit when this is all happening? Because it's a
Because
pattern.
they're all lit. They're all
She's
lit
extra
on
lit,
every
though.
franchise.
I mean, I have to say that Emily was probably just as lit, within that situation. She breaks her champagne glass. They don't show it, but you can hear that thing break when she puts it down. It's just like shattered.
Everybody's drunk.
I just think
Right.
I just think she overreacted. And the fact that her husband was there and there was all these cameras, I just think that's why she said, "I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna,
think that was a moment. That was a Bravo moment. Like, no one... Has anybody said that? It's been a minute.
That's like, this isn't my plate. That's one of those
Exactly.
moments.
I feel like that's a little bit worse than I'm going to kill you. I feel like I'm going to kill you It was almost comedic to them you know what I mean? Kelly was like, did she really just say that?
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna kill me.
They looked like they were all siding with Kelly a little bit. Because when Tamara went outside, she was like,
Because you
what?
can
That
run
happened?
with
She's
the
also the new character. So.
That's such a statement, though. I'm going to kill you. They're going to run to the reunion with this. I'm just going to let it out now.
Oh, duh.
And it's such a statement that you could really use against that person. That's why they're not going to let it go. Even Tamara the next morning was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to kill you. That's quite a comment. Like, guys, you guys have all done a lot of things. Shannon's thrown plates. Kelly's used the C word.
Well, we've waited for her to show a crack in her personality, and that was it.
Well, the one thing that I really just... I don't really like is the fact that she's not really taking ownership. And you know what? I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes I can have a lot of drinks and I don't feel drunk. And then sometimes I can have one drink and it'll hit me and be like, you know what? I don't know what's going on with me today. Maybe I just didn't have a sandwich today or something. But like,
But I'm wasted.
I am wasted off this one cocktail. Whether you had one drink or not, girl, you were drunk.
She was
You
drunk.
were drunk. Because someone's comments like that aren't going to make you go off the rails if you're not intoxicated.
I think the bigger issue is not even the drinking, because you're at a party. Have some drinks, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. That was the one thing that still bothers me about Shane a little bit. Is like, you're still at a party. You don't have to like to drink, but you still don't have to tell other people not to drink. But the biggest issue was that they even let Kelly go over there to start that conversation. It just didn't need to be
course.
there.
It was only
No.
Shannon, though.
Well, okay, then it's Shannon's
Shannon
fault.
sent her over there, apparently. I don't know. Here's
You can't tell Kelly what to do. Regardless,
Yeah.
if she's in the moment, she's going to do it.
And she
Yeah.
was messy because you
Totally.
know what? She started spilling the tea. Yeah, Steve is only with her for the money. Like dropping
Yeah,
all
then,
sorts
then
of.
she got
No.
really tacky.
But that
there.
was only like 30
Absolutely.
seconds later.
Well, in reality TV time.
She pointed out Steve since the very beginning. Like, as soon as she got there, it was like, I don't like how Steve is looking at me. I
Oh,
can't be here. It's uncomfortable for me to look at Steve.
Yeah, she
We're
came in
seeing
with
it
a
ugly.
plan.
This is ugly of Kelly.
I don't like
I
it.
just mean I think a friend should have said like, Kelly, let's just do this tomorrow. Like,
Exactly.
let's and even
Well,
then if you
Shannon
say
was
it and
drunk
she
too,
doesn't.
though. Shannon was drunk too, though.
Well, and Shannon definitely does like Shannon wanted her
She
to
was
do
on the
it.
scooter, too. Leave Shannon alone.
But here's the thing about Kelly, though. I feel like
Unnecessary scooter.
Kelly sometimes wakes up the next morning and, like Tamara says, she'll be like, you know what, I was kind of an a-hole, whatever.
Sure.
But you know what? She even woke up the next morning with this sort of. She has a vendetta against Vicki.
She does.
and it's
It's
coming out
her
when
agenda.
she's drunk. But it's there. It's there because she even said in the confessional. When she was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, you know she's not drinking,
Bright-eyed
or
and
so we know.
bushy-tailed.
She said he's a bad guy and he's hiding something. So here's the thing about Kelly. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of messiness there. But I feel like Shane poked the bear and he got all the brunt of it. I'm not saying that he's not innocent because
He's not.
everyone's drunk and he's making like the sly jokes. They're good jokes. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
That's why I like him. I'm like, that's hilarious. And the fact that he's like, guys, I don't care. I would be like so pissed that he didn't care because I'm petty, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I
oh,
mean,
you
I
need to
think
care.
in that situation, I would have not reacted the same as Kelly. But I think if somebody that wasn't in the conversation was standing there, sure, you're there, but I wouldn't have expected them to say something. I think I would have turned and been like, dude, like, shut up. Like, this isn't your conversation. I wouldn't have reacted
Yeah.
like Kelly. But I can see why that would really kind of tick you off.
You know who was the biggest, I don't want to say the P word like Kelly did, but I feel like the one who ran with the tail between the legs was Steve.
Yeah.
We talked about
ran
this
right
last
away.
week. I
You know
thought it
what?
was so crazy how he reacted.
Shane stood
like in
there
what
and
way?
like fought with her. But you know what? I have heard that Steve really did have words with Kelly. They just didn't show it. I have my sources.
Well, and I believe that too because of how they edit this show. But I
Shane's
was
fight
just
was
saying,
better. Shane's fight was
totally,
better.
totally. I was saying last week that I just would have liked to have seen Steve say something like, "Listen, yeah, I did talk about you, but this is why I said this or
Yeah.
whatever," and then that was it. Then it could have ended there. And then if Kelly continued to talk, then she looks like an idiot.
She didn't show any type of ownership when it came to this. I mean, he didn't show any type of ownership when it
And
came
all he had to do was say, "Yes,
their
I talked to
problem.
page 6. This is what I said." Because if what Vicki brought in was true and was reading, then it didn't sound bad
Well, what
at
she
all.
read
But
wasn't the little portion
whole
that
thing.
they showed last week.
That did not make
That
I
sense.
think
calls
what
her out.
Steve's MO was to get out of there. He's already been with Vicki and their friendship with with how
Yeah,
crazy
you're right.
Kelly is. No words, no explanation, out of the picture, not trying to be involved.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, and you do
that's
have to think
fine.
of his profession too. Like he can't, as much as he's
Isn't
on.
he retired?
He's on the
Oh,
show.
is he retired?
He knows. Yeah, he's retired.
Oh, okay.
He's
I
on
thought
the
he
show.
was
He
still
knows
working.
what he's getting himself into.
Exactly.
Yeah, he
Well,
ran
if you're
off.
retired, then it doesn't really matter.
And he's with Vicki for the money and for the fame. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Can I just say?
We should have
sorry,
had the
before
Fame
we-
Monster play the opening.
What's that?
Oh, that's a good
The
one.
Fame Monster.
I know, yeah, right?
Can I just say before we move on from this night, I loved Tamra's hair.
Yeah,
It
she
was
did
so
look great.
big.
She
and-
missed everything.
She did. That sucked.
Do you guys think she ran upstairs quickly, or she would have just
Well, she
avoided
was,
the
she was
drama?
only upstairs for 5 minutes and she missed everything. And
I don't know about
she's
running. She can't
She's
run.
hating it.
I know, she was super pissed that she
That
missed
she missed it?
everything.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like, wait,
she's trying
can
to
this
get all the
happen
deets
again?
now.
Yeah.
We're just going to conclude that Kelly was all sorts of messy and that she was drunk.
Yeah.
But the one thing that we're going to talk about is that how Vicki just doesn't want any drama. I'm just going to say goodnight, and then comes over the next day with printed out messages. Oh my
Boring.
She
God.
said she wants to go home, put on her pajamas, have some tea, and watch Seinfeld. I'm like, is this Vicki?
It's not
Seinfeld.
Vicky.
Thank you for the
Don't hate on
Steve.
Seinfeld. That's a great show. Liam.
Okay.
Moving on.
We're moving on. Thank you for the button pushing montage. Bravo. I always live for Tamra hyperventilating.
In that bus.
Oh my God. Emily, Vicki, Tamra in the kitchen. She reveals the money tea. Vicki turns into Jesus Christ again. Why does everybody want to hurt me? Everybody wants what I want and everybody wants what I have. And it's all about me. But I'm a really bad actress. It's really not coming across believable.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I'm half acting right now. I'm half acting that I want to marry you. We're not believing it. All of this is like a half
Were
act.
we believing it before tonight?
No, we weren't. But now
I
it's like
kinda was.
so
I
was
desperado.
too.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of
Oh,
was.
God.
Because last season, they showed like a very soft side to him. And then this season, like, this is where we get to see a little bit more. But I saw their connection, and it's not until recently that I'm like questioning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of like jumping on Tamra's bandwagon.
Well,
But
that
it's-
sucks for Vicky
I'm
because
kind of
she's
like
already
ready to be
she
like,
went
yeah,
through,
she
like,
doesn't
3
love him.
seasons.
Let's
Yeah.
just spell it and reveal
It's
it.
more fun that way.
Yeah,
and I'm
it
just,
is a
I'm
little
just
bit.
tired of Vicki. Like, she was always like my favorite.
You have turned on her as time has progressed.
I don't like this new act. This, like, it's all fake to me. It's really desperado. Like, I didn't like grow up loving the Vicki that's like
In this
desperate for a
season.
man's
I could not
marriage and like
believe-
approval and like what's up with that?
Even bigger of an issue.
Molding
she
herself.
can't even finish one tequila shot anymore.
Yeah, like she threw
Yeah.
out the.
Who are you?
Seriously, you threw out tequila. You're dead to me now. And she said she doesn't have that much money. Sorry, I can't hang
You know
with
what?
it.
She did throw that
does.
out there. She
She-
drives a Maserati.
Yes, she
That's
does.
true.
She's like,
She
I don't even
does-
have that much money.
She does kind of remind me of a woman who kind of modifies herself when she gets into a
Oh,
relationship.
1000%.
So maybe
That's kind
this
of
is
annoying.
just the phase that she's in.
Don't have a
But
person like
I thought
identity.
Steve was like real.
We've all been out with that friend that we've all seen be a hoe at the club, and then we're with the new boyfriend, and we're like, yeah, I've never done anything like that. It's like, girl, I've
don't
seen
go
you at
out
the
anymore.
Abbey.
Yes.
I know what you could do.
I've seen you twerking on the wall.
Exactly.
We'll see where
So,
things go with this, Vicky.
Shannon is going on a blind date, and she's wearing the F Me pumps. We should have played Amy Winehouse F Me
Oh,
pumps.
yeah.
There were so many good songs for today.
It's always about Tom. Please don't let it be about Tom. It's about Tom. Tom is handsome and he's a gentleman. And then he reveals that he's cried for an entire year, revealing that he's the male Shannon. So automatically, I see this light up, and she's like, oh my God, you're the male me. But then he says, I have cats and it's over.
I think he got.
Sarah
We're dog people here,
McLachlan.
clearly.
Oh, yeah. I think he got drunk. And he drank a little too much,
spilled
and that's
too
why he was.
much.
And that happens.
Yeah.
I've been on
It
dates where guys
happens.
like get so drunk, and I'm like, well,
I mean, you kind of have to drink on a first date, right?
Was
And
he
we-
like blackout though? Like
No, but he was drunk and emotional
one
and
time.
revealing too much.
yeah.
Which has happened to all of us. You're like,
yeah,
I think
he's
I
not
think
ready
Tom's
to move
gay.
which one?
on.
Her first
from
date.
tonight.
Oh, really? I didn't get
Yeah.
the gay vibe.
Really?
My gaydar didn't go off at all.
I mean,
And it's gone off throughout the episode a couple times.
oh. I mean, I feel like your
kidding.
gaydar is probably better than mine, but I immediately got vibes. Not that
He
that's
was
a
just
bad
kind of more
thing.
emotional
Like,
than the
I
average.
could just see those two being best friends. Like they don't.
I think
There's
this-
no
Well,
connection.
Shannon
was
was
a
very
good
judgy.
start.
She was like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Girl, you've cried a lot. You could just be like, you know what? I totally relate. Like, I've cried a river. We're actually drowning right now. California's not in a drought anymore because of my tears."
Oh my god. I think this
probably
was a
true.
good start for her to like launch herself out.
Good point.
And it wasn't such a gruesome date where
Right.
he left without paying the bill. You know, like
So
it
positive.
took her to a
Yeah.
good spot.
That's good. I mean, she's gonna have to try. So this was a good. It wasn't as bad as I think Kelly's last situation.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, that
No.
old guy.
This
I
one was.
can't.
This was a good departure.
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
go, Shannon.
Go, Shannon.
Go,
Get back
Shannon.
out there. Get back on the horse, so to speak.
Saddle up.
Saddle up. Bareback it. Just kidding. So Gina is revealing that she's struggling in her marriage with Matt, who is super hot.
Oh, he's
There's a lot of fighting, but there's not a lot of making up.
I'm confused with her situation and how she was saying like.
I'm confused.
I'm confused because
Are
like
you?
what the women were saying, not to jump ahead, but people that were saying that like, you know, that's her everything, her best friend, everything, like, wouldn't she want to try a little harder?
there's
I mean,
There's another woman.
yeah, there's definitely something
Is that
more.
confirmed? That's
No,
confirmed because she
I-
went on Andy's show
I'm the
and
other woman.
You
I'm
wish.
Becky.
And I'm the third.
no, this whole time I thought there was
the
a
good hair.
confirmed woman, but she said that there wasn't. So
I
is this
know.
all
She's
just
been saying a
hearsay?
lot of things that don't make sense. She's skirting around the issue. She couldn't even get the words out. She couldn't even say, "Me and Matt are."
I felt bad for her. In
I
that
felt really
situation.
bad. I'm just being.
A Dioc.
I love it.
But I just think she had already made up her mind.
She
There's
looks
no
like it's
going
made
back.
up.
Yeah,
it's
she
like
did
this
make
is
up her
what's gonna
mind already.
happen.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you and give you a little bit, but I'm not gonna give you the entire story.
Yeah, it's
I'm not
kinda
gonna tell you what
planned
happened.
It was
Yeah.
very PR.
Yes.
And it's unauthentic. Like she comes off like, "I'm Long Island. I'm gonna keep it real." And
Yeah.
then she couldn't even really even spit the words out. When Tamra says, "Spit it out," we'll get there.
But she
We'll
doesn't
get
like
there.
she
talks-
hasn't. What?
She talks about like her marriage situation in like the most awkward times. Like randomly, she'll just start the
don't think-
conversation
Yeah.
like
I
that.
don't know, guys. I'm feeling kind of the opposite. I don't think she came off very disingenuous to me, to be honest.
Well, she has an interesting perspective. She's saying
I
that
think
her
she's
marriage
young
is
and
not.
she's talking to women that she knows are, super judgy, and they were gonna immediately
Jump on
come
her.
on her with her opinions, just like Vicki was like, "Nope, work on it. You're working on it. You're working on it. You're gonna go talk to him right now, and you're gonna be okay." It's like, listen, if she has made up her mind, it's already hard enough to make up your mind in that
Yeah.
type of situation. Like, she doesn't need to hear anything else. And I can understand where you can have a best friend in a relationship and still be attracted to that person, but it doesn't mean she's sexually attracted to that person
I
or
thought- yeah.
emotionally
Didn't she say she wasn't attracted to
She
him?
said she was.
Oh well, of course. Look at him.
Exactly.
She has a
Doesn't
very
mean-
interesting perspective, though. She's saying that her marriage is not failing; it's just ending. But she also, I feel like she could be like in a deep denial. Sometimes it's kind of hard to really look at it, but marriage is super hard, and we don't know what happens behind closed doors. So we're just
Yeah.
gonna leave it at surface and leave it at kind of gossip. Vicky has a surprise party during the day with chips and salsa involved,
Love it.
where the messy Billy comes up with tequila shots and she's touched.
That's so
It
epic.
was cute.
It was cute. It was cute, but I think she was giving so much credit to Steve, who clearly was on TV saying, "I didn't really
didn't
plan it. Michael and Billy planned
I
it."
felt
It's
so bad for Michael.
I
like
can't.
he could have a little played it up a little bit and
Like,
taken
yeah.
just a little bit of credit. Obviously, like half of the table is your family.
Excuse me.
You know what I mean? But he just literally was just like not into it.
I think that kind of just like showed a little bit though how Vicky sees that relationship. Like it was,
It did,
kind of masked everything for her. She couldn't even say like Michael, oh my god, like she did say thank you, but not like she reacted to Steve, and Steve didn't even do it.
He didn't
Yeah,
even
it was all
plan
about
it.
Steve. No, I was surprised. I was trying to look and see if I saw Brianna.
No, she
And
She
I
wasn't
didn't see
there.
her. I know. And I'm like,
I wish she could have would have
loved-
mentioned her.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen her there.
She's like, "This is the best birthday." It was a 10. It was a 10. I would have been like, "It's a 9," but if Brianna would have been here, it would have been a 10.
right. Or
Yes.
if you drank that tequila.
No, I just feel like even that was kind of played up. It's a big facade these days, and I'm just like, can we get the real Vicky back?
Yeah.
That's fine if you don't want to whoop it up anymore. You know what? Sometimes we go through stages where I'm like, you know what? I've partied for a long time. I'm 56 years old, okay? I don't
look
have to
good
whoop
for
it
your
up
age.
all
you
the
do.
time. You know what I mean? I've whooped it up everywhere. I don't have to whoop it up all the time. But I feel like she's putting on this act, and it's just not coming across. I know you guys agree with me. I know someone out there agrees with me. So let us know in the chat. Let us know what you think. Subscribe to our channel because we have a lot of shows.
Lynn, we have a ton of shows.
AfterBuzzers,
our network produces after shows for literally all of your favorite TV shows. If you have a favorite, we do an after show for it. Dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, so many more. And there's no network that's working harder to serve you television fans. So we need your help. We would love if you could subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. And by subscribing to our channel, YouTube's going to suggest content that's tailor-made for you. And it'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. In case you're worried, though, Thomas, don't be. Those pesky notifications aren't going to be there because they're optional.
Oh, good.
So if you don't want them, just unsubscribe. Unsubscribe from the notifications, not from us. Hit subscribe for now for this channel and check out all of our AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. And then let us know you did in the comments so that we can shout you out on air. But thanks so much for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for that.
You're so
Hayley
welcome.
Clover.
Thank you, Hollywood Leanne.
Well, before the meetup that we're all expecting it, we go see Dr. Moon, who is throwing shade.
I want to see Dr. Moon so bad.
So do I.
And
Me
I am
too.
like not into that type
pass.
of stuff.
Totally am about it. I love it. It's all about energy. It's all about energy. That's probably the only thing that me and Shannon Dor have in common. We believe in energies.
I believe in it a little bit, but like the stuff he was saying or in past seasons, I'm always like, oh my God, this guy's hilarious. Like he's crazy. But
He throws shade.
But I want to go see him so bad because he's so funny.
He's like, the
your
problem is
mouth.
here. You eat and you touch.
It's a talking problem and it's an eating problem. It's a mouth problem. I
He
was like,
nailed it.
that was amazing. That's
From your
Vicki's
lips
problem.
to God's ears, it's so true.
And I'm going to be the first one to throw this out there. Vicki has the lowest pain tolerance of all time, and it kills me. Like, there's no way that hurt would. She's just always like, ow!
Once again,
ow,
bad acting.
ow!
Very extra.
Yeah,
She was extra today.
God. Vicki has sadness in her liver from Brooke. I love the little scene between Tamra and Vicki in the car. How great was that?
That was
She was like, he looks old. And he's like, well, he has cancer.
Yeah.
That's like
I
the
didn't
type
know
of
if I
thing.
kind of believed her though.
No,
Like the
she was
sh-
totally kidding.
No.
Are you sure?
Oh, 100%. She laughed at the end. They were
scared
both
me.
up.
It scared
No.
me.
She's 100%
I'm like,
kidding.
oh, Vicki, come on.
No, because Tamra, you could tell by Tamra's
Yeah,
laugh too that she
100%.
was like, right?
Brooks is old and he's married. Gina is like, everyone is occupied, so it's like a good time to cry. Let me call my mom. She's calling it self-awareness. I don't know. It's hard and it sucks and it's not working. So she brings it up later at the most perfect time, like Mayte says. But for now, it's what we've all been waiting for. The Emily and Kelly meetup. Before we really get into it, let's just start off with the basics. Team Kelly or Team Gina? Let us know in the comments.
Are we
'Cause
Team Kelly or Team...
I just pulled up the chat. Hi, Nady Bates, I see you. Kelly reminds me of Godzilla at times. Love it. Hilarious.
Wait, so are we deciding between Team Kelly and Team Emily?
It's Kelly and Emily.
That's what I meant, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm...
Jesus.
Oh, gosh.
Have I been saying, did I say
Can
that
I-
long?
you
Like,
Gina.
Yeah,
No,
it's
just
okay.
once.
right? Okay, sorry.
Can I be Team No One? Is that allowed, or do I have to pick
You
someone?
can be Team Switzerland because that's what Vicki is.
Okay, but I'm not Vicki though. I'm just Team Be a Good Friend, and if that means be Team Switzerland, that's fine.
I'm gonna use her answer, but if I had to choose one
Thank
person,
you.
Thomas
Thank
wants
you.
to choose. Just choose,
Just
Thomas.
choose. Why don't you choose?
you know what? I think.
Okay, then I'm Team Kelly because it's a reality TV show, and that's what I want to see.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm a Gemini, so I'm gonna agree with that. But I'm gonna go with Emily because, like,
It's the right thing.
It's the right thing.
Oh,
and
Thomas, F off,
I know. Thomas always wants to do the right thing.
You might as well
I'm
be
a
Team
Gemini,
Switzerland.
so you guys need to Google.
Yeah,
my
we know the
personality.
evil side. Bring it out.
I'm both. But if I had to choose one, I would say Emily because Kelly, it was just not. I'm
You
not
heard it
vibing
here.
with
He's
Kelly.
bi.
I'm not that too. I have an announcement. No, so
I'm Keem. Damn it. I'm Team
King
Emily.
Tally.
I'm King Tally. I'm Team Emily for the win.
Team Emily.
Kelly went a little too far. Too far, girl.
I kind of agree. You know what?
Liam,
You know what? I grew up in Southern California. You think I've never had a Mexican girl cuss me out? Okay.
Amen. Amen.
I have not.
Kelly was like, "You little beep! You little twerp.
Honestly,
You know what?
that's
You're
why
lucky I
I'm
don't
still
call
Team
Pookie
Kelly
in.
because not that name calling is not okay. But if you are calling a grown
Here's
ass man
the-
a dork, you win. Like that's
No,
just
it was.
hilarious.
I was laughing hysterically.
When she was like, you know what, you're a dork, because his face was like, it was almost as if you could see a time when
But
he
hold
was
on,
10.
we're not talking
Hold
about-
on, and
I
somebody
know where
called him
she's
a
going.
dork.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh God, like brought back to childhood trauma.
life
And that's
is going
not funny.
backwards.
Well,
Like,
because he
you
said
don't wanna
that's
know
your
a bully,
opinion.
but like,
He's like,
he's
I
like,
am
your
a dork,
opinion
and I'm
doesn't
proud of it.
affect me, he said.
You know what? Those
Totally.
dorks
He
grow up
practiced
to make a
that
lot of
for a
money.
oh, totally, totally.
Here's the thing, though. We're not talking about like the Shane and Emily thing. We're talking about Emily,
Emily
specifically.
and Kelly.
Did you see our tweet last week, real quick?
Which one?
Somebody tweeted out, I don't know why, but I cannot get Gina and Emily's names right. I cannot
Oh my
keep
God.
them
It's
straight.
like 100
Yeah.
episodes in, we still can't.
Everyone is saying it.
Emily.
No, it's just tonight
Gina,
for me.
no.
I clearly know the difference because me
'cause
and
they're
Emily
always lumped
talk all the
together,
time
you know?
on Twitter.
Oh, okay, love it.
So does
Emily,
that
I'm
mean,
still waiting for you to come in.
I
Please
know,
does
come
that mean
in.
he's coming in?
I would love that.
We'll talk about it after the show. We can't talk about it on the air. But here's the thing. They both said they're sorry in their weird, I'm not saying sorry first kind of way.
Yeah.
At least they cleared it. At least they kind of laughed it off.
I don't think it's cleared, by the way.
But here's the thing, you guys. We've seen this in other franchises. If this was Real Housewives of Atlanta, they would have really been fighting. And this has
Right.
happened before.
They would have
When the
dragged.
husband interjects, what did Nene do?
Oh, yeah.
She called him a bitch for jumping in. And it was a huge thing. They didn't talk for 2 years.
They're resolving
be-
these things way too quickly.
Listen,
you can't
though-
name call someone else's husband and not like genuinely apologize.
Right,
for it.
Yeah.
right. And I would say it would be different if Shane jumped in if Kelly was saying something about Emily, but he was just kind of there jumping in about nothing. But I did understand why Emily went off the handle, because when she found out she was talking shit about Shane, I would have defended my significant other too. So I
Exactly.
get that, but I also understand why Kelly was like, "Dude, be quiet." I get all of it.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Oh, great. That's why I was Team Switzerland.
And
But they
you
both
can't,
agreed on
I know,
it.
but Kelly is kind of like, oh, because she said that you're gonna kill me. Like, obviously, everything gets
She
wiped
found
clear.
an excuse
Yeah,
to,
she
to
feels
go.
like her slate can be wiped clean, and
Yeah.
that's not the case.
That's
Well, and you
not-
could tell too that Emily was definitely taking the higher road. She was just like, "Listen, we
She-
both
yeah.
did things. Like, let's just get over it," because she doesn't want confrontation. And you can tell she's like that. She's not a confrontational person.
and
I know, I
Shane
think
totally
Kelly-
pushed a button on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
But wait, when we see Shane and Kelly at the same event again, this is all going to come up once again.
Oh, I know. And
Well,
she already
they
has
talk
a
about it
drink in
next
her
week, it
hand.
looks like,
She already
yeah.
has a drink in her hand.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Kelly came into that as like it was literally a tennis match where she was like, "Wait, so saying that you're gonna kill me is not to be apologized." Like she found that in to make it where okay, fine, we both have to say
She took
sorry.
it
You're
to
like,
the
okay,
Empire.
you caught me. All right, so then I'm good, so you're good. All right,
Yeah.
let's keep it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I feel like this is gonna
Oh,
resurface.
Yeah, totally.
Never ending.
Gina is she's kind of weird in her little. I feel like she was kind of childlike tonight when she couldn't really spit it out the table. I felt bad for her. I'm not making fun of her. I really do like her, but she reveals, she actually says we're splitting up, and we kind of were expecting to hear it earlier in the episode because she literally said the sentence.
I
but
thought
couldn't
she had
finish
said it already.
I actually rewound it because my DVR has been messing up, and it messed up last week during the fight.
Same.
Oh my
All of
god!
us.
Everyone was tweeting about it. Bravo, get it together. If you can give us good montages, you can give us
A full show.
exactly. It's like right at the
hour.
best
They
part
bit
of
off
the
the
show
last
too.
like 1 minute.
yeah.
we
Well,
waited
we thought
58
we lost it a
minutes
lot
for
more.
it.
We thought we missed a lot more than we actually did.
We
But
did. We just missed that part.
Just a
where
little
Kelly's.
Well, Gina's spilling her heart out, and she's revealing that they're splitting up, and then somehow brings in Shannon and Vicki into her own mess. So Tamara adds, oh, she doesn't love Steve, and it's just a big cluster of confusion. Like, what is up with them? Is it alcohol? Like, what is it?
I don't think Shannon and Gina vibe.
They don't like each other.
You can tell they haven't addressed it because
yeah.
Shannon's busy.
And no. And Shannon is ready for it because she's even on Twitter going, Gina's the pot stir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gina's the pot stir. Like, she doesn't like her from the beginning.
From the
because
beginning.
Of the instant,
Totally.
because of the beginning thing.
Yeah.
because of what happened on the golf course. She's like,
The golf course and the initial dinner where they first all got together,
Yeah.
they just never really vibed, and I don't think they're going to. I don't think
God,
Shannon
so
cares.
stupid.
Yeah. Do you realize that every time we hear Gina talk about her marriage, she's
She
always like
references
referencing Shannon's marriage. I don't want to get to the
Why?
age where
That's
Shannon
weird.
and then have to decide that I don't want to be with him anymore. I don't want to get to that point. Like she's
She's
always
like,
think
I
it's
don't
'cause
want
they
to
aren't
become
kids.
Shannon Bedore.
Yes.
I don't want to become Shannon
Yes.
Bedore. It's my worst nightmare.
And she's going
just
in that
being-
direction as she's saying that.
Right.
She's being pretty honest though. Like throughout all of this, like to me, it doesn't seem like she's in the same situation that Shannon and
She's
David were in,
not.
you know? And so I think she wants that to be clear for all of the people watching
She's
that, hey,
playing the-
I'm in a marriage that, didn't work out, but it wasn't like
She's playing
an
the young
awful-
love thing. She's like, we
Yeah.
were both I was the cheerleader, he was the hot coach, and like
But,
we
you
got
know-
together. I mean, the hot baseball
Captain.
player, and like we had kids, and we got married young, and we had the white picket fence, and now he's in LA at the Hollywood Club,
Yeah.
getting down.
But
Yeah.
the more that she does that, and the more that she makes comparisons to Shannon, the more I think she's a baby Shannon. I feel like as she
Well,
continues
we
to
fight
say
what we
that,
like. We
digging
fight
at
what
her.
we like. Don't.
Shannon
want
also
to
was really
accept
bad
about
with first
ourselves.
impressions of the new
That's very
cast
true.
members. Like Shannon's she didn't like Megan
She's
right
known for
away.
that.
She didn't like,
Giving them a hard time.
yeah. So it could just be that too.
the hazing period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone needs to just tell Gina, you're making the right choice. Do what you want to do. Go
And
with
stop
your
making
gut.
comparisons.
And then just go for it. Because
Someone
Gina's a
wrote-
strong woman. So
Someone wrote, and Steve is no George Clooney. It's true.
That's
He's
true.
not. That's true. He's
you
not.
right, you right.
Let's
George
get
Clooney can
into
get it.
your tweets because there's some good tweets out there. We're gonna tweet it up. Thomas Herlina's gonna take it over.
Okay, hi guys. So I put my handle on there just to give me a little plug. I was thinking
Of course you did.
I was thinking of cropping it out, but I was like, you know what? It's our after show. Let me
Of
might as
course
well
you
put my
did,
handle there.
babe.
So tweet while you're
At
watching
least
and
you're
add
honest
me on
about
there.
it.
So it says,
that
whose
from you.
side are you on? At Bravo TV, Andy AfterBuzz TV, and it looks like Kelly is winning this pretty strongly at 63%.
When it comes to Kelly and Shane, earlier we were talking about Emily and Kelly, so I guess we'll just talk about it now.
I
since
think
we're
this
doing
is the
poll.
root. That was the root of it. So I just said, it's the two that really got into it.
When it comes
initially.
down to Kelly and Shane, if you had to pick one, who's gonna take it? Haley?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to
See-
you. This tweet was great.
Kelly
How
or
dare
Shane.
you.
I'm so sorry.
Shane or Kelly? Team.
Kelly.
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 Oh, don't act like you want to say Shane. It's Kelly.
Well, you know what? I like.
No, I don't want the excuse. Pick one with no explanation.
We're not for guys trying to take over the show.
Hollywood. Leon.
No, I'm gonna go with Shane.
Okay.
Okay.
Team Shane.
Fine. That's fine. You're part of the 37%.
All right. This next tweet is from Danielle D. It's a note from me on Emily and her husband. They are weird, and I don't care what her excuse is, but saying you'll, quote, effing kill you is way beyond.
Oh, cry about it.
I love that she told her she was going to kill her.
I know,
That was
me too.
hilarious.
It's
She needed a
hysterical.
moment that could be her moment for the whole season.
But that
And
might be her only moment.
She's been very
Ever.
remorseful, and she told her therapist about it. You guys,
Told everyone
calm
about
down
it.
about it.
Yeah.
Everyone, you know she didn't mean it. Like if it was Kenya Morris talking about I'm going to kill you, then I would have went to the police department
She might
Yes.
actually
and
kill you.
filed a restraining order because that woman's
Yes.
been known to steal people's phones and
Yeah.
she crazy.
Look what happened at the reunion.
Exactly. She's provoked people. She's a provoker.
Her and Portia.
All right. Next tweet we have. Shannon was definitely not stirring the pot. Everyone is grown. Kelly was going to confront Steve whether Shannon said anything or not.
Shannon's
Yeah,
just
I
getting,
agree with you, Lo.
Shannon's
agree.
getting like just the bad end of the stick. I think it's
The
hysterical.
whole way
I
through
just-
every episode.
She always does because
I think it's so
she's
funny.
involved with everyone's shit though. If you notice, like she is in everyone's
She's
stuff.
like, everyone else had an opinion, and I'm the one getting crapped
I
on.
feel like she ends it like that with a confessional every single
And
one
it's
in
so
different
true.
outfits, in different
I'm
moments.
just saying, I wish she would have been like, just don't.
And Tamra was like, "Oh, stop, it's always
she was
about
just
you."
like, just don't be, defensive about it. Go in there with a plan. Like, no, just say,
was amazing.
don't do that tonight.
You guys are both drunk trying to be like, all right, here's the plan. Like, how about you guys, how about you both?
I'm gonna walk my boot over there.
How about you
okay?
guys
And we're
both just
gonna-
go to another shot and talk about this later? Like, who cares?
Right.
All right, our last tweet, my favorite narrative, Carol's little narrative word that we love to use now.
Oh my God.
Narrative.
Vicky keeps changing narrative of how Kelly's ex was set up. She has said she did it. Steve did it. Her friend wanted to meet Michael. Michael wanted to meet the friend. Michael didn't want to tell Kelly. The friend asked her not to tell Vicky.
Oh my
Vicky
God.
has zero idea of what
I'm
the
so
truth-
Are you
confused.
And it's
kidding
because
me?
she doesn't care, and then she
Is
just
this what-
tries to like.
Is this what Vicky did to everybody? Because I'm so confused.
Yes.
It's wild. We have,
It's as confusing as that tweet just made us.
yeah. But
Oh.
good point. Thank you guys for sending in your tweets.
And Michael's no George Clooney either. Let's get into our news and gossip.
Take it over, girl.
Mayte.
All right, so there was this supposedly there was this announcement made that David Bador had proposed to his girlfriend.
Ugh.
And so then I was trying to look for that article and I couldn't find it. But
I found
they
a photo of them on like a boat, and he was shirtless.
Oh yeah, that's the one we saw. He says that he's
Can you go
madly
back?
in love.
Thank you.
He is madly in love. They're madly in love with each other, and he's even said that they're both each other's soulmates. And he started dating her as soon as he stopped seeing Shannon, and Leslie, which is his girlfriend's name, says David is such a good father to his girls, and Leslie's kids love him already. So the kids are getting involved. David just wants to wait until everything is finalized with Shannon because he doesn't want her and they're trying to come up with kids. But yeah, they seem really happy, and I think they really are engaged.
Let's be honest. He didn't wait until after he was split up with Shannon to get. If they got engaged that quickly, he was with her before they were broken up.
Oh, they were.
100%.
And she looks like Shannon. It's weird.
Yeah, he clearly has a type.
And he was on a boat shirtless on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to know
Too
what you guys
much.
think about that. Here's another piece of news. Tamra Judge, she taunts critics speculating why she's selling her $1.8 million home that she just renovated, but it does mean that she is selling her home.
Wait, what?
She's selling her house, the one that she's in all season. She's only
Why?
been there a year.
1.8 for Southern California. You have a point. It's pretty low.
That is so cheap. I could not believe it. You get a $1 million house in LA and it's literally a 1 bedroom and a half of a bath. Like you don't even get a
true.
shower.
I'll take her house for 1.8.
Me too. Let's all go in on it.
Let's all go in on it.
Do you guys have any guesses as to why she's leaving that house or selling it?
I have no idea.
Ghosts.
Maybe the medical bills. Like Eddie has. Maybe he's racked up a lot of medical bills. Maybe
It did say
sometimes
in that
insurance
article-
doesn't cover everything.
Eddie did have a quote in that article that said, I can't wait for you guys to see what's next. Hashtag God is good. You're going to love it. I'm sure that's Tamra. God is good. But so who knows? Maybe they're renovating another house. Maybe they're starting a renovation show. Could they be the next couple doing like home renovation
Now
type
you're
of
going
stuff?
too far.
Well, I
On
don't
Facebook Watch, coming out next month.
mark my
Now you're
words,
going too
Hollywood
far.
land. You just wait. That's where everyone goes these days from reality TV. HGTV. No one will be Joanna and Chip. That's all I gotta say. The Gaines family.
Haley is out of control tonight. Clearly,
I'm gonna effing kill you.
the next episode, it looks okay. We'll be here to break it down for you guys. I really want to get one of these women in here, so make sure to tweet them and say, "Come in here."
Yes.
Get them to AfterBuzz. Thank you so much for watching and
Yes.
for tweeting us and for being in the chat with us. I'm your host, Hollywood Leon. You can find me on all the things at Hollywood Leon. Check me out on HBO, October 14th. Opposite
Good for
Jennifer
you,
Garner.
girlfriend.
That's
It's a pretty
amazing.
big deal. I'm gonna be a star. Mayte?
Take it away from there. Hey guys, I'm Mayte Carrillo. You can find me everywhere at This Is Mayte and Thursday nights on Shots of Sunset.
Hey guys, I'm Thomas Serlina. You guys have already seen my handle today on our tweet segment, so follow me everywhere at Thomas Serlina. Check out my website, thomasserlina.com, and I'll hit you guys on social
Hey,
media.
Clover. There's no more time left, guys. We're out.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
expressed herein are those of the hosts only. The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only. Do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.